Right? Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Shai. Want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that do rule well. Salutations to the men of the Hope Land Sincere elect. This is Makazar from Trend.com. Just want to do a little edification for the elect's sake. And the name of this lesson would be Laziness, the self-imposed curse. All right? Because a lot of times, we see with Jake, as the scripture said, Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. When you look up the word plain, means an upright man, dwelling in tents, means Jake loved to be home. All right? And really, that is the place for a king. But Jacob back then had a lot of money. Now when you go, in cities, in the hoods, wherever the case is, you would see that there are a lot of idle men that just sitting on the block and doing nothing. And a lot of them here in Trinidad, when they're on the block, they just sit by the block whole day. Some of them, they sell weed. The others, when they see they beg you for $5, for $10. All right? And that is really laziness. All right? You as a grown-ass man, and some of the times you have families to see about, you as a grown-ass man, you're not supposed to be sitting at home and doing nothing. Just home on a daily basis and not taking care of your family. And at the end of the day, you telling others that you have need, and if they could loan this to you, if they could give this to you. Nah, that is nobody's duty, because you are a grown-ass man. Somebody's child and responsibility to see about, right? You're supposed to get up and go and find yourself a job so you could take care of the things that you need, because everybody have needs. All right, what the scriptures said, if the place to pay tithes too far, hey, spend it on wherever your heart lost it after. So your heart always lost after something, but you always lusting after something, and then you have no money to buy it. Because why? Because you refuse to work. And brothers in the truth, not supposed to be in that mindset. All right, not supposed to be in that mindset where you just home and you sitting down, you don't want to go and work, and there's always some excuse. Always some excuse. You're saying that we under the curses. That is why you never have nothing and whatnot. No, you never have anything because you don't want to work. You're lazy. You're lazy. All right. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 8. Neither did we eat any man's bread for naught. All right. And guess what? You might see brothers down at times, and brothers might chip in and create some funds to help that brother. But then guess what? It's not right for brothers to take their hard-earned money to give to a grown-ass man who don't want to work, who literally just don't want to work. There is someone who is unemployed, and there's a difference with someone that don't want to work. They choose to be unemployed. Because there are times you might have difficulty finding a job. So you'll be down and out. Brothers will help you out in that situation. But then there are brothers that they refuse to work. They just, I don't want to work there, and I don't want to work here, and I don't like this work environment. Nah, it's just excuses. They just don't want to work. It says, but we wrought with labor and travail night and day, that we might not be chargeable of any of you, not because we have not power, but to make ourselves an example unto you to follow us. Because guess what? The apostles work, but guess what? They've been in this thing so long that they can live off the ministry. They're entitled to that. All right? But just like Paul, they work and they show us an example that, hey, guess what? Go out and find yourself a job too. It says, for even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any man would not work, neither should he eat. All right? And a lot of times men be coming to the feast and they would even look $2. Look something towards the feast. Now, they never have. They never have any money. Because why? Because they refuse to work. Lazy ass niggas. They refuse to work. And then they have families to see about. And guess what? They can't see about their families. All right, they can't see about their families, and then their excuses, where we under the curse, and this is now we kingdom. Nah, nigga. Guess what? You need to go and get yourself a job. Go and find yourself a job. All right. Instead of finding all sorts of excuses why you don't want to work, go and find yourself a job. Because guess what? Brothers shouldn't be taking care of you. They have their own problems to see about. All right? It says, for we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies. All right? The disorderly and working not at all. You're not supposed to be like that. The scripture said, by the sweat of your brow. By the sweat of your brow. All right? And then you're going to come around, brothers, all sad face, all sorrowful. You know, when brothers feel, sorry for you, they might say, hey, look some money, look some clothes, look some food. But guess what? Really and truly not supposed to be doing that. Because you have the full ability to go and get a job. But you choose to stay home. All right? You choose to stay home. You inflicting yourself. You putting curses on yourself. It's not that the Most High cursed you. You cursing yourself. All right? That is what you're doing. This is Proverbs chapter 26, verse 16. It's the sluggard is wiser in his own conceit than 7 men that can render a reason. So when the brothers they're talking to this lazy brother, hey, you know what? Hey, you need to find a job. You need to do this, do that. Get yourself organized. And he will give you all sorts of excuse why he shouldn't do that. Or he trying to do something else. He's trying to find another job, another field area. But guess what? That field area don't ever come. Because why? Because that brother just don't want to work. He's just lazy. And I don't advise that anybody take care of a brother that refuses to work. As I said, there are brothers that would be unemployed. Because why? They probably got fired. They probably got laid off. Or they probably just, it hard. It's a difficult time getting a replacement. But our brother probably been going around looking for a job. You could help a brother like that. Give him money, pay his rent, give him food, wherever the case is, if he has family, help out with the family. You could do that. But a brother who refused to work, guess what? I do advise that you do that. You actually spoiling that brother. You spoiling that brother. And if that brother don't realize what you're doing, then guess what? He's not in the right spirits. Because as he said, he wise in his own conceit than 7 men with that render reason. Because why? He will give you all sorts of excuses why he shouldn't work. And that is wickedness. The final precept here. This is 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8. It says, but if any provide not for his own, and especially those of his own house, he had denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. All right? And that is not the faith. All right? Because the scriptures teaches you to take care of your family. All right? You're the breadwinner of your family. So you're supposed to go out and take care of your family. If you don't take care of your family, if you are your little children hungry, and you're not taking care of your children, you're not taking care of your household, then you're worse than an infidel. Then why the hell you outside rebuking people? You shouldn't be doing that. Because you're wicked as hell. All right? You have your own family in your house suffering. Go out and take care of your family. You're not supposed to be doing that. All right? So with that, I hope it was edifying. All right? And if any brother, be doing that, will come out that spirit, because that is not the spirit of being. All right? So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. I want to give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone and do rule well. Salutations to the men of the Hope Land, saying, say elect. This is Marcus from Trinidad Camp saying Shalom and stay strong.